because you go on the website and it tells you that you can only wire transfer from your Fidelity account to your bank, right?
Oh, God. I hope this episode isn't this boring.
It's about my tax. If I don't get the money in the 401k...
Still boring.
Shut up, Greg.
History Defeats Itself is a comedy podcast. Kevin, John, and Greg are not experts, historians, or even all that smart.
Welcome to History Defeats Itself. My name is Kevin Rosenquist. Thank you for joining us. History Defeats Itself is a comedy podcast that wonders, why do we never learn from our history?
Why?
I don't know if that was a good sentence or not. I don't have my notes in front of me. Anyway, only one of us knows the topic. The other two are left in the dark right along with you. I think I already said my name. My name is Kevin Rosenquist. I am joined by two people who were completely snubbed for their Best Supporting Actor Oscar, John and Greg.
God. I know.
Good to see you guys.
Aw, good to see you. For context, I guess the Academy Awards were on last night, and unfortunately, Will Smith didn't smack Chris Rock.
There was no violence of any kind.
We don't know that. It wasn't on camera.
I didn't see the clip, but I did see that Cocaine Bear made an appearance, and Sheena and I saw that yesterday.
Ooh,
How disappointed were you?
It's fantastic.
You thought it was fantastic.
You didn't like it?
Interesting.
I thought it was
Didn't
awesome.
Elizabeth Banks direct that?
Yes, she did. She did. I thought it was awesome. It was so it was very funny. It was very, it totally like leaned into what it was, just being funny and cheesy.
That's the thing though. I thought it was like, I thought the first like 25 minutes was funny and then it wasn't funny.
Huh.
But in fairness, John didn't like There Will Be Blood either. Everybody liked There Will Be
Very
Blood.
similar movies.
I will say There Will Be Blood. Very funny movie.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis, he was a comedic actor. Nobody really realizes that, but
He also played the bear, right? In Cocaine Bear.
He did. He did.
well, he quit. He's done with acting, but he will as long as he's in a bear costume. That was one of his stipulations.
Oh, is he done with acting?
Yeah. He said Phantom Thread was his last movie. I think that was the last one.
So he wanted to end on a really bad movie. Yeah.
I didn't ever see that one, but I love that. I don't want to get too off on a tangent here, but I love that director and I love Daniel Day-Lewis, but I just had no desire to see that movie.
Me
I don't
neither.
know who that director was, and I didn't see the movie, so I'm just making up stuff. I'm just really being mean.
It's P.T. Anderson.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he did Phantom Thread.
Yeah.
I do like P.T. Anderson, though.
Yeah.
Most of his stuff's pretty good.
Hard not to.
It's definitely out there. Although Licorice Pizza, I was like, eh.
I didn't see that one either.
Yeah.
I saw it.
I'm not
What'd you
doing
think?
good with movies lately.
I
did
agree
see
with John.
Everything Everywhere All at Once, which won a lot of Academy Awards last night. Congrats
It
to
won
all of
7
them.
Academy
Yeah.
Awards.
I'm planning on seeing that. I didn't see it yet because I figured if it's Everything Everywhere All at Once, it's
always
kind
gonna
of
be there.
already around us all the time.
It is.
So why see it?
It won Best Original Screenplay, Best Editing, Best Supporting Actor Male, Best Supporting Actor Female, Best Actress, and then 2 others.
Best costume?
Best Picture? That was one of them.
Yep, that one. That's a good
Best
one.
Director?
Yep, there you go. Cool.
All right, well, I'm glad. Hopefully everybody's now caught up on the Oscars, which happened last week when you're
2
listening
weeks
to this.
For information that's no more than 2 weeks old.
And what's the weather like where everybody is? We like to go over that, too.
Well, there's a atmospheric river coming at you
All right.
somewhere. Yep.
Follow
It's
us
snowing.
on TikTok, on Instagram. Remember, all of these episodes are on YouTube as video podcasts as well. And sign up for the Mystorian, our newsletter. It's very funny. By the way, guys, we need to put something together for that for this week. But it'll be funny, I swear.
I actually started something today that I think is going to be my best work yet.
Oh,
So,
that's
yeah.
bold. That's
Yeah.
bold. Greg?
That's big talk for you, John Banks.
A little teaser. It involves pugs.
Greg, you got a lot to live up to this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care.
Does Greg actually contribute anything to it? I've actually never noticed anything that Greg contributes. Does he?
Yeah, for some stupid fucking reason, my article is on the bottom. So you
Yeah.
probably
Well, I think we all know why. We know why.
Because I'm a bottom?
Yeah. Well, you are doing those Kegels.
All right, it is my turn this week. We did our 3-part episode, our 3-part series on cheating. That was great. Loved it, guys. All right, so let's get going. My turn. I read an article. What?
I said, is this going to be the 4th episode of cheating?
No. Okay. I read an article last November about a man in Springfield, Missouri named Michael Conley Lloyd, who robbed a bank and was caught shortly after. He walked into a Bank of America.
Oh, I know.
He handed a note to the teller instructing her to hand over all the money in her drawer and stay quiet. He said his partner was outside in case anything went wrong. So she complied. There was no partner outside, but he jumped in the truck he had stolen and sped away. As he fled, he saw cop cars heading toward the bank, and he got freaked out for some reason. So he threw the $754 in cash, his ID, and the note out his window. The note, he wrote, was written in pink highlighter on the back of his birth certificate.
Oh, my God.
So there's a lot wrong there. A lot went wrong. Like, there obviously...
He desecrated his birth certificate.
I think there was only one thing that went wrong, and that was his stupidity.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I also was like, so when he saw the cops heading for the... What did he think was going to happen? Like, he was like, oh, my God, they called the cops? Like, what the fuck are you thinking?
Weird.
But wait,
that's bizarre.
did he throw it at the cops?
Threw it out the window, which, of course, they found.
Oh.
And on top of it all,
panicked.
that's not even the best part. On top of it all, he was wearing a court-appointed ankle monitor from a previous robbery. So he was caught.
He's one of these guys that really likes prison food.
Yeah, apparently. I'll have to put a picture of him up. It was, you look at his picture, you're not surprised.
Is his mother his sister?
It's very possible, especially looking at the picture of him. This made me want to do...
Maybe he really liked Shawshank Redemption.
Could be.
I just wanted to go back to you either get busy living or you get busy dying.
Very, very good reference. Thank you,
He's a guy
Red.
that could get you stuff.
So this made me want to do something about bank robberies. It seems like this is definitely an area where humanity constantly defeats itself. I found a story that I thought would be fun to chat about, and let's go. Research comes from our favorite news source, Wikipedia, and an article on todayifindout.com by Gilles Messier. Is that right, Greg? Gilles. That's Gilles, right?
Ben oui. Is the Gilles Messier?
Yeah. All right. So I did good, right?
Everybody knows he used to play for the Quebec Nordique.
Okay.
Yep.
All that checks out. So tonight we're going to talk about Albert Spaggiari.
Hey, you want me to knock off John Banks? No, not that. Sorry. The Irishmen, they kept on saying, no, not that.
Okay, well, that's not going to go in the episode, just so you know. So,
Not that.
save the gems for later.
No, not that.
I loved Pesci in that movie. Oh, my God. I loved
he was
Pesci.
so
He was the
good.
best
So
part.
understated.
He's the best part.
He's great in everything.
Yeah. I think he should have gotten the best supporting actor over Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I just
Never say that ever. Don't
I know.
Say, nope.
I didn't.
Brad Pitt
It's
wins
not
everything.
a handsomeness award. Now, Greg.
It is.
No, I don't care.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
With
When it's Brad Pitt,
every
it
time.
is. Whatever Brad wants, Brad gets.
Yeah.
And if he wants an Academy Award,
It's his.
Did you see Babylon?
I have not.
No, I didn't, and I heard it was terrible.
It's supposed to be terrible. I want to
but
see
I
it.
haven't seen it.
But I mean, Margot Robbie and Brad Pitt. That'll be fun to look at.
Well, they were also in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Okay. Tonight we're going to talk about...
Back to Joe Pesci.
Tonight we're going to talk about Albert Spaggiari. He was born in France in 1932. At 19, he enlisted as a paratrooper in the First Indochina War. While there, he and a couple buddies put a gun to the head of someone they claimed stole money from them. The military court determined they were actually sticking the guy up, and he went to jail for 4 years. When he was released, he went to North Africa and joined the Secret Armed Organization, also known as the OAS. It was a
Isn't
right-wing...
it just assumed that everybody has arms? What's a secret about that?
I mean, I thought it was a Secret Armed Organization. I mean, is that your organization title? We're pretty much assuming you're armed. You know,
Could
like
be.
there's
And you know what? We could actually like be offending people without arms right now. But what the fuck are they gonna do?
Kick you in the face.
They're gonna look at their video keyboard and write a strongly worded email to us.
they might bite you.
With their toes, they can type with their feet.
You know how close they got to get to you? Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. You ever watch those people with no arms play guitars with their feet?
It's awesome.
They're handy capable, Greg.
Incredible, but it's disgusting too. Gross.
Because they're
it's
playing
cool.
country music.
Good job. Good job, be playing guitar players.
Wait, what's this guy's name?
Maybe
Andrew
say it again.
Spaghetti.
Albert. Albert Spaggiari.
Spaghetti. Alberto Spaghetti. Got it.
He's French too. This guy's got an Italian
I know. It does
name.
not
What's he
sound
doing
like
being
French.
He's French-Italian.
So he joined the secret armed organization, also known as the OAS. It was a right-wing group that wanted to prevent Algerian independence.
So it was like a secretly right-armed group.
Okay.
Yes, just right arms. He ended up getting charged with political terrorism and went back to jail for 3.5 years. He had offered the group to go and assassinate French President Charles de Gaulle. Charles de Gaulle. The OAS declined, which is funny because it was like they were like, "Whoa, you're crazy, man!" They're the secret armed organization, but they thought he was too crazy.
It was really about getting together on a Friday night, you know?
They just wanted a chance to get away from the family, you know?
Play some chess.
Yeah. Knock back
Some
a few
bocce
drinks.
ball. Yeah. Some Jameson.
But he declined for some reason. But he decided for some reason to carry out a mock assassination. He got within 5 meters of de Gaulle with his rifle, but didn't pull the trigger, and he was caught and then sent back to prison.
Does he get his rifle and he just goes bang, 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 bang?
The whole thing is like, I was reading it going, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? What a weird thing to do.
So for the people in America, Burma, and I think, was it Lebanon? That would be about 15 feet.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. Yep.
That's true. I did actually make a conversion later, but I forgot to do that one.
God, that was really funny, John.
I liked it. So after that, he moved to Nice in France, got married, and started working as a photographer. He and his wife raised chickens. They were active in the community. People thought of him as a good, quiet man. So he turned his life around, right?
No, I don't think he did. I don't think that's where this is going.
What?
And that's it. He turned his life around. This is one time history didn't repeat itself. Have a great night. Mm-hmm. Yep.
On October 28th, 1976, Spaggiari and his wife were having lunch on the
Are they
patio.
having spaghetti?
On the patio of a bar. Didn't say. His wife went inside to pay the bill. On her way out, she watched her husband being driven away in a police car. He went through a 48-hour interrogation and remained calm and collected throughout the whole thing. When the authorities threatened to arrest
Did he
him,
get a poop break, you think?
I think you got to give poop breaks.
Like
I
some
think you gotta
water.
give poop breaks. Yeah.
I love how they're always nice to you in these interrogations, too. Hey, can I get you a pop? Maybe a little candy bar?
No, there's a good cop, bad cop. That's the good cop. The bad cop comes in and goes, he doesn't need a fucking pop. Look at him.
He's like, but I'm never going to be able to stay awake for 48 hours. I need something with caffeine.
I'll tell you everything you know, Kappa. Just give me some coffee.
You guys
some
would both be the good cop. There'd be no bad cop. You guys wouldn't get
I would
anything done
be-
because you'd both just be trying to like make him feel was the most comfortable he could be.
Well,
I
want
would be
people to
really
like me.
nice the entire time, but my balls would be out. So that's the bad cop part.
That's the bad cop part.
Yeah.
The good cop is waist up. Bad cop's waist down.
No. My balls would be inside my pants. Penis would be out. So it's both waist down, just different body parts.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't think that either one of those are very appealing.
That's why they're going to talk.
We're going to get you to talk, see?
See? So the authorities
That's why John and I flunked out of police academy.
Yeah.
Well, and there was no Michael Winslow.
I was gonna say you guys thought the police academy movies were how it was. And
There was a high tower, though.
Yeah, there was a high tower.
It was not zany little, it wasn't frat boy antics. It was just a lot of fucking work. So Not fun at all.
Oh man, those are
They
back in the
tasered
days
you.
where you could look through in the women's showers. Hey, what are they doing over there? Oh, what a time!
So the authorities threatened to arrest and interrogate his wife, and then he finally confessed to the crime that he was brought in for, which was
Because she knew some things.
the biggest bank heist in French history.
Ooh.
So on Monday morning, July 19th, 1976, France was getting back to work after celebrating the Bastille Day weekend.
As one would do.
At the Société Générale Bank on Avenue Jean Médecin, something was wrong.
It's pronounced John.
Did I? Thank you.
Jean.
Actually, it probably was.
Jean.
Did I say Jean?
You said Jean.
John. Oh, I did John.
I was saying-
He said John.
I was saying
He said
John.
Jean. He said
John?
it right.
John. Yeah, shut up. Fuck you, John.
Okay.
So at this bank, something was wrong. They couldn't get their bank vault open. This wasn't the first time this happened. They've had problems with it before, so the staff called the safe manufacturer to come in and take care of it.
Did they try getting some WD-40?
Well, I don't know if they tried that, but after 2 hours of work, they couldn't get it open.
Did they try the code for the vault?
The combination?
Yeah. Is that what they're called?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No.
It's just like the thing from your high school locker. No, it's 3 times to the right and then 2 times back.
You didn't clear it. Okay.
You passed it. You passed it.
You guys, did anyone notice there's no back to the safe?
Oh God! Can I tell you something that my dumbass did?
Did you rob a bank?
I did. Yeah. So
John Spaghetti?
I went to courthouse. We have like a little shed in the back or garage, and it's got like a latch and a lock. And so
It
the
better.
other
You
day-
gotta hide a lot of bad shit in there.
Yes. Yep. And we really do. Shush, shush. So I go to get something out of it, and then I lock it, but I don't put the latch on. I just put the lock in and lock it. So like anybody could have just walked up and opened it, and I just like went about my day and whatever. And then like the next day, I was like, oh shit. So because we had like a homeless person come in to the house and steal some stuff. So it was
Into the
not-
house?
Yeah, they came in the house.
Why did you leave the doors unlocked?
Your story's not funny.
No, I didn't say it was gonna be funny. Did I say
I like
funny?
the ones where you fall off ladders.
Oh, right.
Those are better. Those are really funny stories.
Yeah. Oh wait, I got stabbed.
Okay, it's just getting
Yeah.
funnier. This is getting
Yeah.
way funnier.
In the neck.
You know, you're
Well,
not supposed to pull it out.
Oh,
Leave it in there.
wish you would have been there when I got stabbed. Would have helped.
Well, I was the one stabbing you. So. I
You're like,
was.
"Nope."
You stabbed him in the neck. You're like, leave it in. Dumbass, leave it in.
I get to take it out. I put it in.
So after 2 hours of work, they couldn't get it open. They decided to break through with a jackhammer. A few hours later, they finally broke through, and the interior of the vault was in shambles. Hundreds of safety deposit boxes had been broken open and ransacked, covering the floor in a 6-inch layer of cash, checks, bearer bonds, stock certificates, wills, and deeds.
Condoms.
Is it possible they did that with a jackhammer?
Yeah,
That
maybe
they got
shook
in?
everything up.
Yeah, like when they were shaking so hard that everything just came out.
you'd think that-
That.
Yeah.
You'd think the thieves would actually take the cash.
Yeah, you kind of do. He was there to steal a recipe, a spaghetti recipe.
A secret spaghetti recipe.
The KFC recipe.
Nobody knows.
It's
On the
mysterious.
wall, spray painted in giant letters, they found a message. Sans armas. Oh, that's not in Spanish. Sans armas, ni haine, ni violence. Without weapons, without violence, without hate.
Well,
That was on the wall.
what a bunch of heroes.
Police found portable stoves, dirty dishes, empty wine bottles, and silver bowls that had been used as chamber pots. Police determined these thieves were there for the entire holiday weekend, sifting through the contents of the vault. 12 detectives spent 4 days going through what was left in the vault and comparing it to what should have been there, and they determined that the thieves had made off with 50 million francs, which at the time was equivalent to $10 million, which today would be over $52 million.
50
I only
million
know
francs.
maybe like 2 or 3 francs.
Yeah, I was going to say 50 million
Seems
francs is
inflated.
equivalent to 97 million Scots. 108 million Johns.
Why are Johns worth more?
There's a lot
don't
more
know.
John. There's a lot of Johns.
Yeah, there's a lot more Johns.
We have,
I don't
we
understand.
have three very basic names.
Oh,
Three of them.
shut up, Kevin.
We do.
Yeah.
My name's Gregoire.
Is that right? So I'm
We
gonna
all might
introduce
as well be
you.
named Josh. We could just be the three Joshes.
Okay. Yeah. We'll all change our name to Josh.
Yeah.
I don't like that name.
The thieves had been careful to steal only those items which could not be easily traced, taking cash, gold ingots, and uncut jewels, but leaving behind tens of millions of francs in checks, bonds, and jewelry. There was also only one unidentifiable fingerprint to be found, so they did a pretty good job so far.
Sounds good, except they left the chamber pots behind.
They're going to test their poop.
Yeah, they didn't do they didn't do the DNA back then.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do. I do know that. That's why I said it.
Oh,
God.
good point.
Oh wow, you conceded. That feels good. I'm done. that's all I wanted.
That's all you were waiting for?
It took 106 episodes. Any questions so far? Are we all good?
No. It's
So far, it's getting mysterious.
Oh, well, good.
Did they make a movie about this with Jason Statham?
I don't know. I didn't see
should've.
anything like that from Jason Statham. There was some documentaries, but I don't know if they
Okay.
made a movie. All right. So the police did have some leads. Several days before the heist, Inspector Valentin Boschetti was.
I guess this
Everybody-
guy is not fucking Italian either.
It's like
I don't like this fucking podcast episode, man.
everybody's name's Spaghetti.
It's confusing where we are.
No, this guy's name was Bruschetta.
It was Boschetti. It was like a combination of bruschetta and spaghetti.
Or Bruschetta and Machete.
He was an inspector. He was driving at night when he recognized Daniel Michelucci, a career criminal well known to the Nice police, in a car with an unknown passenger. Suspicious, Boschetti pulled Michelucci over.
Nope.
You gotta change the names, buddy.
I totally John Banks that. As he inspected the men's identity papers, he noticed a set of large chisels lying in the car's back seat, of a type used for cutting through reinforced concrete. There was no crime to charge them with, so Boschetti let the men go. But when Boschetti visited the crime scene after the heist, he recognized the same chisels lying on the vault floor.
Chisels.
Chisels.
Oh, I thought you said shizzles.
Shizzles? Snoop Dogg?
I thought that's what you said.
it's a chisel. Yeah, it's just
why I
it's-
asked.
It's Snoop Dogg chisels. Shizzles.
Oh,
When you
man.
get into
That's
a
a
bank
great.
vault.
That's another business idea, John. Put that on the list.
Okay,
Next
hold
to
on.
the kiosk.
Next to the kiosk. Greg will have a kiosk next to that kiosk selling Snoop Dogg chisels. A week.
You don't, dude. You don't want to use one of those chisels to give a hand job.
Don't combine the two businesses.
Nope. Take your dick off.
A week earlier, the French National Police had received a tip about a supposedly empty villa 15 miles outside Nice frequented by suspicious-looking men. Officers were sent to investigate, but the occupants all gave convincing explanations, claiming they were renting the property from its regular owner. After the heist, police returned to the villa, where they found a muddy, waterproof flashlight matching those found in the vault. Arrest warrants were issued for the occupants.
So I just want to say, first of all, these guys are careless. But second, they're not very frugal with the things they buy. They're just leaving it everywhere,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No wonder they had to
That's the
rob a
part-
bank.
That's the part that's weird and out of character.
Well, obviously they had to rob a bank because they keep leaving shit behind.
They got to fund other robberies.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Look, guys, we got to cut back on overhead. This is getting ridiculous.
Our
Why would
chamber
you-
pod budget is way to whack.
Right, we left our stove behind. So
We could have recycled those wine bottles,
Yeah.
gotten 5 cents,
Yeah.
5 cents a piece,
In Maine.
but only in Maine. We have to ship them to Maine, which will be expensive.
yeah,
But the environment, man.
So police spent 100 days gathering evidence, waiting for the moment to bring it all out. And on October 26, Adrian Zeppi and Francis Pellegrin were caught in a bank in the town of...
The guy's last name is Zeppi?
Yeah, this is going to be a hard town for me.
That is the
Roll-
wait,
No.
that is the best last name ever.
it's spaghetti, baked ziti, And fettuccine.
and fettuccine and
Yeah.
well, this other guy's name is Francis Pellegrin. It's like Pellegrino.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
But they were caught at a bank in the town of Roquefort-les-Pins, trying to cash in gold ingots matching those stolen in Nice.
Those dumb fucks.
The next day, the police struck, arresting 27 suspects in Nice, Marseille, and Paris, and subjecting them to these 48-hour interrogations. 20 were released without charge, the remaining 7 being brought before a judge who indicted 6 for complicity in the heist.
Well, sounds like they got their men.
But the 6 were small-time criminals. A mastermind had to be out there somewhere. They were convinced of that.
I know who that mastermind was.
Do you think
Lex
it's Spaghetti?
Luthor.
Nope.
No.
It's the guy from that movie, The Usual Suspects. What's his name?
Kevin Spacey?
Yeah, Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, but he had what was his name? The
Kaiser
Usual
Soze?
Suspects. Yeah, it's Kaiser
Moby
Soze.
Dick.
Yeah.
God damn it. I know everything.
Ahab Johnson.
Ahab Johnson.
Ahab
Ahab Spaghetti. So then they got a lead, and it was a bizarre one. The CIA reached out to authorities in France to tell them that a French citizen named Albert Spaggiari had contacted the CIA and offered to burgle a number of European embassies for the agency several months before.
What? That
Yeah.
Albert Spaghetti guy, man. He's fucking
Spaghetti's a little
all
weird.
the time.
Wait, is it bugger? Isn't that having sex?
Yeah, that's like fingering.
Yeah.
But I said burgle, not bugger.
I heard bugger.
Okay.
It's not about what you said.
Okay, gotcha. That's fine.
No.
So the authorities on that tip went and grabbed our friend Spaggiari from that bar patio and hauled him in, and he
God, I wish I was
eventually
in a
confessed.
bar patio right now.
That does sound way better than talking to you idiots.
Can we do an episode from a bar patio?
Oh, that's a great
Not the same
idea.
one.
Yeah, this one's really boring. I wouldn't want to do it again.
Not the same bars.
Oh,
you
shit.
dick.
I thought you meant same episode. Never mind.
Thought we were on the same page, Kevin. Thought we were on the same
Motherfucker.
page.
Did you guys see my microphone drop after I said that?
Karma.
You need to go get some Cialis.
I'm just kidding. Oh, probably. Hey, Kevin, I'm just joking. This
I
is a
don't
really
care. It's fine.
Fun episode. Oh,
I
okay.
know, it's
but
hilarious.
I saw the gleam in your eye disappear.
He did. He stole the joy. From
You
your
stole the
face.
joy out of my heart.
Now I'm starting to regret that I. Never mind. That I joined this podcast 3 years ago. How long ago was it? 4?
4 almost. Yeah.
Jesus, you guys look terrible.
So
Nobody's aging well. Nobody.
That is
We have to
true.
We have to sit through Kevin's podcast.
Remember when my beard was black?
Yep.
Was
You mean
it
10
though?
minutes ago?
Was it ever?
Yeah, I've been eating a lot of squid ink.
Oh, okay. So how and why did he do it? The why isn't really known. He seemed to have a nice, humble life. Some think he got the idea after reading a book called Loophole, the plot being similar to the heist that he pulled. Others think he thought of it when opening an account at the bank. But we do know the how. He spent a long time secretly photographing the entire bank, including the vault. I don't know why I said it like that. Including the vault. He
Just
I
added
told you I
more
had to
things.
put this episode together really fast.
Including the gumball machine.
The little thing that has the suckers in them.
Ashtrays. A lot of ashtrays.
A lot of ashtrays back then, yes. He opened a safe deposit box and put an alarm clock in it to see if there were any sound sensors. Because the bank arrogantly thought the vault was impenetrable, they didn't have any sort of alarms on it.
How do you know that was arrogant, not lazy?
That's true. That'd be a
Or
weird thing to be lazy
it was,
about.
Maybe it was
What
neither.
would they be arrogant about?
Maybe the vault maker was like, no, you don't need any sound things. This vault is
Those
impenetrable.
vault
And
makers are so cocky.
Impenetrable. Maybe it just said impenetrable on the outside, and they were like, we're fine.
Impregnable.
Yeah, that would work too.
you just have to go from underneath. As long as nobody tunnels in and comes up from the bottom, you can't get in this thing.
How do you know how this is happening?
Well, because they didn't go through the steel door. They didn't go through the sides. I'm guessing, yeah. I'll bet Greg 1,000 pesos.
All of a sudden, John's Ocean 11.
They went through the bottom.
John Ocean.
Jean.
You look at him quickly. You're like, George Clooney? George Clooney? So clearly that must be Brad Pitt because
Wasn't
it's
it
not going to
Billy
be
Ocean's
Greg.
Crew?
What'd you say?
It was Billy Ocean's Crew, right? That's what those three movies were about.
Billy Ocean's Crew.
Yeah.
Get out of my dreams. Isn't that Billy Ocean?
Yeah.
And I'm obviously Elliot Gould.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Hey, at least
We
you got
wouldn't
a house
even let
with
you
a
beat
pool.
Matt Damon
Why are you saying that so emphatically?
because it's just the way it is.
You're a dick, Brad.
He got the blueprints of the bank from the public records office, and he noticed that the vault was only 10 meters, about 33 feet, from a sewer line. The sewer line lay only 400 meters from a service road running alongside the underground Pelon River.
Somebody walked through your shit.
With this information in hand, Spaggiari traveled to Marseille and presented his plan to mob boss Jacques Cassandre.
You didn't say there was a mob boss.
Was I supposed to give you all the plot lines before we got into this?
No.
Well, I mean, I just feel like it's a little late in the game to find out there's a mob boss.
I've been making fun of the guy the whole time. Now,
Yeah.
next thing you know, I got the French mafia on my ass.
Yeah. Now somebody's going to jerk us off or get whacked.
With a
What is it
baguette.
happens? I hear you've been talking about us. I'm going to give you a hand job now. Like, I'm sorry.
That'll learn you.
Listen here, motherfucker. I've been using lotion. These hands are soft and supple, and you're going to come so fast, you're going to regret it.
You put on this beret, and you.
I like how the French mobsters sound just like Jersey mobsters.
Well, it's the only voice I got.
I got one mobster voice here.
It's true. Forget about
True.
it. Bada
Hey,
bing.
guys, I'm a mobster. Is that a better voice?
Yeah, sure. So the mob boss, Jacques Cassandre, immediately expressed interest and supplied the necessary men and materials. 2 teams of 10 thieves were organized, one made up of mobsters and the other Spaggiari's old friends from the OAS. The equipment was driven in a van to the service road, then transported through sewers in inflatable rubber rafts. They ran a whole bunch of electrical wiring for lighting, and over 2 months, the men painstakingly bored through 10 meters of concrete, stone, and soil to the bank vault, digging by hand to avoid making too much noise.
Did they keep covering up their hole with that poster?
With a poster? Well, as I was reading this, I was like, I mean, and I don't know much about French sewer systems, surprisingly. But I mean, like, nope, they weren't worried at all that someone might like have to go down there for maintenance or something. I don't like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
They're reckless.
I want to hear Morgan Freeman like narrate it. You know, the mob guy had to go through 400 meters of shit to get into a vault.
Maybe they were on French meth, and they didn't care.
is French meth different from regular meth?
Yeah.
It's-
It's a lot more arrogant.
It's it comes with a nice little coffee on the side.
Yeah. French meth only comes from France. Okay, champagne.
That's good. I like that one. All right. The date of the break-in was set for the morning of Friday, July 16th, after the bank had closed for the long weekend. But after chiseling through the final half meter of reinforced concrete, the thieves discovered that they had a major problem. Their tunnel had emerged right in the middle of a large freestanding safe weighing several tons. Fuck.
Not good. That's a problem.
Did that stop them?
Nope.
No, actually, I did. The story's over. So.
It sounds like it crushed them. Did it stop them? By killing them.
It
yes.
definitely did not stop them. They did not
And then
give
they
up,
fell
John.
into that. They fell into that trash compactor from Star Wars too. So they were running out of time fast.
Not what happened.
No.
They used hydraulic rams to tip the safe forward just enough for a person to crawl through, but not enough for it to tip over. And they got in.
Bada bing. Just like this. Yo, we're in.
Wait a minute. I'm confused.
I could tell the look of confusion on your face was a dead giveaway.
So the reason there was like a safe inside a safe?
Yeah, I mean, it was a vault. It's a giant, huge vault. And the vault was where like people would have their safe deposit boxes in there and stuff. So like people would go into the vault to take stuff and all that. And so there was a safe inside the vault.
Oh, okay.
And they just happened to tunnel under right where the fucking safe was, which had to be just like a come on, man, kind of moment, you know.
We've been in for 2 months. We've been standing in shit.
Maybe it's a storm sewer.
That's true.
We've been standing in la kaki. That's how they say shit in France.
That's got to be racist of some kind. Or big. That's got to be bad, right?
Didn't
we say that?
Well,
Like
I mean,
when we do our Italian voices and we go "Buca papa." Like
well, I don't know. Is it racist or is it more xenophobic?
It's something. It's probably not racist. Yeah, it's something.
Well, I mean, it's because Italians they're a country.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess they're a race too. But are Italians a race?
Nope.
I think so.
I'm literally asking a seriously question. I don't know. It's like it's a country.
It's a country. Can't be a race from a
Yeah.
country. Let's move on. This is really awkward.
This is great. So they spent 3 days of the holiday weekend looting the vault. Then they scrawled their message on the wall, welded the vault door shut, and skedaddled.
That's what you got to do.
You got to skedaddle. So
they welded it shut.
they welded the vault door so it couldn't be opened.
Right.
That's the hard time getting
They couldn't get in,
when-
and they didn't say why. I never found anything that said why. My only thought was it gave them more time. Like it would just take a long time for them to realize that what had happened.
Yeah, but they left evidence everywhere, so shouldn't they taken more time getting rid of all the evidence?
What evidence did they leave?
They left a
good
flashlight.
evidence.
They matched the flashlight. Guy had chisels in the back seat. I mean,
Well, that's just stupidity. Like who's
they
driving
left
around with chisels?
shit
You know,
all over. They left fingerprints everywhere in the vault.
they did not.
Oh, is it one
Did you
fingerprint?
miss
John's
that one?
making
There
up
was
stories.
one unidentifiable fingerprint. So they had one fingerprint, but they couldn't make. There was no way to tell.
The
what
way
it
I
was.
heard that was they were able to identify all the other fingerprints. So that was just like they were
That,
in
in a
there
weird,
like
kooky way that makes sense.
Actually, it kind of does. Yeah, I probably should have reworded that, but
it's
thanks,
my
John.
brain. It's just how my brain processes
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
In a dumb way.
So that's the story, and then of course he got, as we know, he got caught and he confessed. He took the police, the police brought him into the vault and he pointed everything out of what they did and all that in a full confession. Now for my favorite part. Spaggiari was indicted and sent to jail while he awaited trial. On March 10th, 1977, he appeared with his lawyer before a judge at the Palais de Justice in Paris. That was good, huh?
That was.
Yeah, I
that
like
was. Is that next to the Louvre?
Isn't everything? I don't know. It's at the base of the Eiffel Tower, John. I don't know.
Insert French landmark for Greg.
Exactly. I don't know.
His lawyer was Jean Baguette.
So he's appearing before the judge, and Spaggiari hands the judge a document which he claimed contained evidence pertinent to the case. But when the judge read the paper, he found it was written in an indecipherable code. So the judge is sitting there trying to decipher this code and figure out what it means, and he was distracted. While he was distracted, Spaggiari proceeded to leap out the window, landing on the roof of a car 9 feet below.
This fucking guy, man.
His training as a paratrooper helped prevent breaking both ankles.
Don't paratroopers usually use parachute?
Although it did not prevent him from breaking his spine.
So he could run away because his ankles were fine.
I mean,
But his spinal cord was severed.
it's so crazy. Here, read this. Ah!
was his middle name Coyote?
What?
Wiley.
Look over there. What? I'm jumping out the window. Probably the last time they left that window open too.
Onto a Chrysler Le Baron.
Who was driven by Jean-Pierre Croissant.
Picard. Jean-Luc Picard. My bad.
I like Jean-Pierre Lecard. Spaggiari then leapt onto a motorbike driven by an accomplice, taking
Okay,
him.
he's jumping on a lot of vehicles, man.
Taking a moment to shout au revoir to the stunned judge before speeding away.
Oh my
At least
god.
he's polite. Au revoir. Meet me
Well,
at
talking about
this.
polite, there was a rumor going around that he jumped and landed on a car. And there's some people say that the owner of the car was sent 5,000 francs for the damages.
Oh, that's not bad.
I mean, he seems like a nice guy. I don't know. Let's
Au
let him keep
revoir,
the
you'll
money.
never catch me. I'm going to the Chuck E. Cheese to celebrate.
Those were
Menage
big
a
in
trois.
France in the 70s.
Yeah.
Oh, they were. I've got to play skee ball.
I want to see the animatronic robots
But they were
sing
they were,
their songs.
they were Chucky Brie. Not Chucky.
Chucky Breeze. That's good. That's good. That's good. So, how did he get caught?
Oh wait, he got caught. He didn't get away.
No, he didn't get caught. He was never found.
What?
Yeah, he was
What?
never found. He spent
That's because
12.
he's in Chuck E. Cheese.
He spent 12. Yeah, no one thinks to look there. He's just hiding in the ball pit. Go away. Go away.
Hey, you, get me another diaper.
Give me- I need a diaper, a slice of cheese, and please give me a Coca-Cola.
He's in a Pac-Man game. He's like abba 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 abba. He just makes that noise. And it comes out at night. And he
Wait a
uses
second. What does your Pac-Man say?
Abba abba abba. And then when it goes,
It's waka waka waka, dude.
oh,
What?
Well, he's French. He's French.
Waka 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 waka.
Is it Waka? It's like
It's
Fozzie
not
Bear?
Abba abba abba. What
If
the
you're
fuck?
French, it is.
No, it's not.
Well, you're not French, are you?
Yeah, I'm fucking. They didn't change it for France, man.
What if they did?
Okay, I can't prove it.
Exactly.
So Albert spent 12 years on the run in South America
In a
and
ball
Europe.
pit.
And he even made it back to France a few times to visit his wife. He wrote an account of the heist called The Sewers of Paradise. He finally died of lung cancer in 1989, and his body was buried at his family home. Very little of the stolen money has ever been recovered.
Too bad you can't do that anymore. Like be buried in your backyard.
On the family plot.
I thought you were going to say get 50 million francs. So
Well, you can still get those.
I don't know how many. I really don't know how that. How that translates into dollars. But
Well, if you'd been listening earlier, you would have heard me say 52 million.
He did. But
Can
they don't
you-
even have francs anymore, right? They're
Wow,
just
you
euros.
really-
boring.
That's the second time you're like, well, I wish I would have known this, and I had said it earlier.
I don't listen.
I wish
to
I would have
you.
retained this.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
I wish Kevin would be more thorough and say this guy's name. I don't even know what this guy's name is.
It's spaghetti. We know what it is.
Al Spaghetti.
This poor guy had to live in a ball pit for 13 years. He never fully got to touch the ground.
He probably got lung cancer from breathing out all that sewer air for 2 months.
Or all the smoke in the Chuck E. Cheese.
Well,
Because people were smoking in Chuck E. Cheese back in
Oh,
the
yeah.
He
day.
was smoking baguettes, like every good Frenchman does.
Apparently, I think it's clear we don't know a lot about French culture. So,
Well, I thought Greg might know more. Isn't he from Montreal?
yeah.
Isn't that in
Yeah,
France?
Different fucking continent, buddy.
That's where the Louvre is.
That's where the Louvre is. Thank you, John.
You're
I'm
welcome.
glad we got to the bottom of that. All right,
Man.
guys. That's the story of Albert Spaggiari and his bank heist.
So
I like that story.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my toast is to all the bank robbers out there.
My
Keeping it real.
Well, and apparently
robber,
to the Frank, because I didn't realize that Frank was so strong.
I can't believe there's a lot I can't believe about this story, but I still can't believe he was able to. They just jump out the window and they never found him. It was 1976, not like 1912. You know what I mean? Like, how is that fucking possible?
Like,
It's kind of nice to know it could happen.
Yeah, I know. It gives me hope.
So I'm drinking an Italian liqueur because this episode's been in Spanish.
Okay, all that checks out. So a toast to all the robbers out there. We all want to be rich without working, but the risk of going to prison just ain't worth it, if you ask me.
Well, apparently you don't go to
Unless you
prison.
can jump out an open window at your court at your hearing.
We don't mind if you're robbing shit. Just don't kill anybody.
Yeah, I like that. Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Well, don't kill anybody and don't throw your plans with your birth certificate and your ID out the window.
Yeah, I probably would recommend to anybody out there thinking about robbing a bank with a note to not use any like state issued forms of identification to write on.
Use code names.
By the way, this isn't mine. This isn't my birth certificate. I know it's got my name on it because it is my name.
I'm going to use Greg's birth certificate. I'm going to write my note on his birth. Yeah.
You'll never
And I'd be
find
like-
it.
The whole time I'm like, Greg Mitchell, robbing a bank. Greg Mitchell at this address, robbing a bank.
It's a catchy song.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Kind of catchy.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much. See you guys next time.